I feel broken, and some of you guys probably do too. I've been reflecting a bit recently, and I thought, like, when I'm on the way to work, when I'm walking around the streets, do people see how bad I'm going through it? Does anyone realize? When you live in a city like this, you just feel invisible, man. Everyone's just walking past you, and you can have the saddest face on earth, and I don't think anyone is gonna look at you twice. And I've come to the conclusion that it's because they're too caught up with their own stuff, man. Nobody means it out of malice or, because they don't like you. Everyone's just got problems. Everyone's just dealing with something. So, I don't really have a plan for this video. I'm just gonna start talking about random things. And the first thing I want to put out there is that comparison is the thief of joy. It really, really is. And that's why I've just deleted all my social media, man. I can't hack it. I'm sure I'm not the only one where, I launch up one of these social apps and see people living their best lives, as they like to call it. And, you're just stuck. That sucks. So I just couldn't do it. And when I deleted it, hello mate. When I deleted it, I realized that this really is just a slice of people's lives. It's not the real thing. They record a 5-second clip of their existence, and you think that that's all there is to it. And you're wrong. You're just wrong. I could make a video tomorrow and you'd think my life was great. I promise I could do that. It really is. There's rarely ever someone that doesn't have something they're going through, and I think that's important to realize. It's going to make you more humble, it's going to make you less selfish, and it's also going to comfort you in a way that I don't feel like lying to yourself can. Number two, I think it's important to tell you guys a little bit about me, since we're talking and we're friends now. So I grew up in London. I've grown up in London my whole life. I've never really been anywhere else. And I grew up in a single parent household. Didn't really have a father figure in my life. I have an older brother, older sister. They're way older than me. But I never really had that dad, Alhamdulillah, he's back in my life now, and I love him. I love him because he's my parent. He put me here. But at that time, things weren't great. Now, I'm not going to sit here and, be ungrateful about my childhood. There was many things that, I am really happy I got to experience. I had friends. I got everything I wanted in a materialistic sense. My parents always made sure of that. Or my mum. My mum always made sure of that. But it didn't really fill the void. And I feel like as a kid, you don't understand. You just want things to be normal. And you'll have friends, or you'll see people in school, and you'd think, why can't my life look a little bit more like theirs? Again, comparison. But you're young, you're naive, you don't get it. So that was me, you know. I was looking at all these people around me and thinking, why is my life so different? Why does my life suck? And maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't realize how much these little thoughts that you have when you're a kid can stay with you, actually. But yeah, I mean, I've seen some stuff. I've been through some trauma. And I don't want to say it's made me who I am, but I think it's definitely shaped some tendencies that I have. I have a real tendency to escape. Like I said, I feel broken right now, but before I ever felt broken, I felt numb. And I don't remember the last time I haven't felt numb. So escape has always been my go-to. When I was a kid, it was playing on my DS. Nowadays, it looks different. It's not healthy. It's destroyed relationships in my life. It's pushed people away. I've pushed people away. And it is what it is, man. Number 3, and this will transition in nicely. Don't beat yourself up, man. One thing I really struggle with is guilt. I feel so much guilt. You know, you might have hurt people. You might have thrown away blessings that came into your life that you didn't value when you were given them. You might have done some stuff that just isn't good for the world. And at the end of it, you're not going to be proud. You're just going to be sweeping up pieces of yourself that broke off of you. But I'm a firm believer that everything does happen for a reason. And this fire will either melt us or it will forge us. Men. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, man. I know you guys feel probably the same way I do. These geezers used to go off to war. These geezers used to go off to war. They were fasting during war, man. Like, and I'm here getting aggy because I can't have a flipping Red Bull, mate. Mate, serious stuff. You know, we used to be hunter-gatherers, man. We used to be out there killing bears and shit. I'm like, you know, what the hell? How did it come to this? Don't be too hard on yourself, man. We don't live in the right times. I'm telling you, we don't live in the right times. There's things that, you know, are so normal that destroy your head, man. Porn and the amount of, what's the word, objectifying females and oh, mate, this world is a poison. It's a poison at the moment. But there's these little beautiful seeds, there are. And let me not talk, you know, like everything is so doom and gloom. There's so many amazing things in life, so many amazing people. And it took me to get to this point where I'm at now to realize that, like, there's genuinely so many beautiful people out there, man. There's so many people that just want to help you. You know, and some of these people, you know, I've not been great to, man. Like, I'll not respond to them, or not take them serious, or, you know, prioritize my own time over theirs. And yet it tends to be those same people that are calling me after months of me not reaching out, asking if I'm good, telling me to come by. And if you don't have that, I'm telling you, there's people out there, man. You just gotta go meet them. And that can look like plenty of different ways. For me, it was going to the mosque. And that's where most of these people that I'm talking about came from. But they're in all walks of life, man. You find them everywhere. One thing that's really helping me at the moment is at least knowing that I was put here for a reason. And, you know, I said in the last video, I'm far from the best Muslim, but I think I am trying harder than I've ever tried, which is great, and I'm proud of myself for that. Start being nicer to yourself, man, because I don't think anyone's out here getting everything right, and if they are, man, give me some notes, because shit. But, you know, I think there's a bunch of dudes nowadays that grew up with no guidance, don't know how to save, don't know how to be emotionally available, you know, don't know how to cope without escape, don't know how to prioritize, how to lead. Don't make you a beta male, man. It just means you're not there yet. The important part is you start trying to get there. And it's not going to look pretty, right? When life is this messed up, someone's got to clean the mess, mate. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to do it for you. So I guess one of the biggest things that I've learned, and I guess we'll call it number 4, is that you're in charge of your destiny, man. At a superficial level. Of course, I believe that God's in charge of my destiny, but, you know, it's not going to come without my effort. So, if you're anywhere like I am, probably the worst thing you can do is just wave the towel and call it a day, because when you're someone like me, you know giving up ain't an option in the grand scheme of things. You've got to stick around, right? I've got people that depend on me. I've got my mum. I love her. I've got the rest of my family. I love them. They're great to me, even if I'm not great to them. I've got my cat. Nobody's gonna feed him or refill his water. So I can't just quit. And if I can't just quit, I can at least make tomorrow or next month or next year a little bit easier for myself by not sitting here ruminating and doing niche. So might as well just get to it. And not every day you're gonna have, you know, the motivation, not every day you're gonna have the discipline to do that. The aim is that you get there. But, you know, sometimes you're gonna have off days, and it's all part of the story, mate. But the important part is having more on days than off days. So, yeah. I think that's about it. I don't want to, you know, sit here and just chat for a million years. So, let's call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you can relate. I hope you can take something out of this. And just know you ain't alone, man. At the very least, there's one person on this planet who's rooting for you, and it's me. So we can do this, man. I'm telling you, we can do this. Just gotta hang in there. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video.